All right, let's get right into it. We're going to tackle a huge question that pretty much every software company is dealing with right now. Why does it feel like our development teams are constantly busy, but, well, they just don't seem to be moving forward? Let's dive in and see if we can figure this out.
So, does this sound familiar? You know the scene? Your engineers are flat out all the time. They're closing tickets, putting out fires, but then you get to the end of the quarter, look back, and you just haven't made the progress you planned for. Look, if this is you, you're not alone. It's a super common and, let's be honest, an incredibly frustrating problem.
It's just so easy to mistake all that activity for actual achievement. But here's the thing about modern software development. Just being busy isn't the goal, not even close. What really matters is moving in the right direction. It's all about speed and focus. Okay, so the key to cracking this whole thing, it really comes down to one single concept: velocity. And trust me, you've got to understand this one. Get it right, and it's like a rocket booster for your team. But get it wrong, it will literally drag you backward. So let's break this down. Think of velocity in two flavors. First, you've got positive velocity. This is the good stuff, right? It's about delivering the right things faster. That's the dream. But then there's its evil twin, negative velocity. This is all that time and energy just getting sucked into a black hole of rework, incidents, and mounting technical debt. It feels like you're moving, sure, but you're actually going in the wrong direction, away from your goals. So, what's actually causing this drag? Well, it's pretty much a perfect storm of friction. You've got tool sprawl, forcing your engineers to be experts in like a dozen different systems. You've got all these manual processes creating bottleneck after bottleneck. And while all that's happening, technical and compliance debt is just building up in the background, like sludge in the gears, slowing everything to a crawl.
And this is where we get to the real human cost of it all. Because when teams get trapped in this cycle of negative velocity, it's not just about missed deadlines or blown budgets. No, it's about burnout. It's about wasted effort. It's that absolutely soul-crushing feeling of spinning your wheels and going nowhere.
But what if you could just flip the script entirely? What if you could actually engineer your way out of this constant reactive trap? Well, that's exactly where a proactive solution comes into play.
And that solution is called platform engineering. So what is it really? At its core, it's a strategy for turning all those chaotic, reactive workflows into something predictable and, well, proactive. How? By giving developers the two things they need most: powerful automation and real consistency. So how does it actually work? It really boils down to three key things. First, you automate all those repetitive workflows to just get rid of the manual bottlenecks. Poof, gone. Second, you give developers awesome self-service tools so they don't have to wait around for other teams. And the combined effect of all this? It's a massive reduction in what we call cognitive load, which frees up your brilliant engineers to, actually engineer things. All right, let's take a look at what this transformation really looks like in practice. We're talking about the difference between a team that's always on its back foot, just reacting, and one that's fully in control of its own destiny. Just look at the difference here. It's night and day. On one side, you have reactive teams. They're living in this world of constant manual firefighting, which, as we know, leads straight to burnout. But on the other side, you've got a proactive team, powered by a proper platform. They're running on automated systems. And this isn't just about faster delivery. It's about building happier, more sustainable teams. You're basically shifting from a constant state of emergency to one of controlled, deliberate forward motion. Okay, so we've established that platform engineering is the foundation. It's how you build that positive velocity. But what if you could take it a step further? What if you could do more than just improve the system? What if you could make it intelligent? Because that's what happens when you throw AI into the mix. You don't just improve a well-designed platform, you absolutely supercharge it. So AI brings three incredible capabilities to the table here. First up, predictive analytics. This is about seeing problems before they actually happen. Second, you get autonomous systems that can manage and even heal themselves, no human needed. But the real game changer, the thing you have to know about, is agentic AI. This isn't just simple automation. Think of it more like a team of little digital experts that can reason, plan, and get complex stuff done all on their own. And this idea of AI agents, it's absolutely crucial because we're talking about a massive shift here. We're moving away from a platform that just helps developers to one that intelligently acts for them.
Honestly, the best way to picture this is to imagine a whole crew of AI specialists. You've got one agent who's an absolute pro at incident response. You've got another one that's a security guru. They all work together, totally on their own, to tackle these really complex jobs that, let's face it, a single tool could never handle.
So, what does all this tech actually mean for your developers on the ground? Well, it means a massive weight off their shoulders. AI can automate incident response, it slashes the ops overhead, it even offers up smart recommendations for allocating resources. And it all comes back to that one key thing: dramatically reducing that cognitive load we keep talking about.
And the results? Oh, they're fantastic. It's like a powerful chain reaction. Incidents plummet because you're catching problems ahead of time. When something does slip through, finding the root cause is almost instant. All of this creates a rock-solid, stable platform. And the best part? When your team finally stops playing firefighter all day, they can actually focus on innovation. Imagine that.
So, when you put it all together, it really brings us to a fundamental choice, doesn't it? A choice about the kind of team you want to build and, more importantly, the direction you want to be heading. And this is really the choice right here. On one path, you've got the reactive workflow. We know what that looks like: manual toil, firefighting, and burnout. But the other path is the AI-driven platform. That one's defined by autonomy, prediction, and actual innovation. It's the difference between being constantly pulled backward by yesterday's problems and being propelled forward by intelligence. Look, at the end of the day, every development team has velocity. Everyone is moving. The real question, the one you need to ask yourself after watching this, isn't if your team is moving, it's which direction. Are you being dragged backward into firefighting, or are you being propelled forward into the future?